what's wrong. Something isn't right. Don't feel I belong in the light. Passion has gone and love's taken flight. Things just feel heavy tonight. I'm tasting no tears, I'm fighting no fears, but still there's a hole in my heart. Not on my own, but I feel some.
Good morning, everybody. Mark here from my Backwood Adventures. Just saw me picking eggs this morning from the chicken coop. Looks like it needs a cleaning. I meant to do it yesterday, but days aren't long enough sometimes, so I'll have to do that today. It's kind of a gray day here in southwest Nova Scotia. It's like 17 degrees. A little rainy, drizzly. Not a very good day, but anyhow, just to let you know, yesterday we did a recovery on the quad, and I got it up to the shop here. I was going to try to repair it out in the woods, but after doing some Googling and some research and talking to the local dealer that's not a local dealer anymore, he got out of it a few years ago, but he used to work on these, or actually that's where I purchased my Arctic Cat. Anyhow, he suggested and excuse me, and recommended what he thought it was, and I had the same thoughts, same ideas from Googling it and with the symptoms. But I'll show you what we got it towed out here yesterday, and I was going to take it apart today, but it was just bugging me so much last night. It's one of the reasons why I didn't clean the chicken coop. It was bugging me. I had to take it apart and see. So I'll show you here. That doesn't look good, but it's not that bad, I guess. It's took it apart here, and what's happening is on these apparently it's a known issue on these Arctic Cat and Suzuki. I guess this is a Suzuki engine, but inside of this flywheel here there should be some magnets that the for the stator. That's what produces your charging and your spark and everything else. So these magnets, they come unglued. The epoxy comes unglued. It's a known problem, especially in the warmer states, I guess, down south. Up here in Canada, it's not a big issue because of the colder temperatures. But like I said, I had it running really hot that day, and anyhow, I kind of suspected that's what it was. So I took the cover off, and sure enough, there were two magnets stuck to the stator, and there was 4 left in the flywheel. I took them out, and here they lay. 2 were stuck. I cleaned up the cover a bit there last night, but 2 were stuck. Stuck right to the stator here, just wrapped around, and the other 4 were just floating around in there. So you can see the epoxy they have on here just doesn't do the trick once it gets really hot. So it was getting intermittent spark, and it would try to start and stall and not run very well. So there's a tool here that this is the revised flywheel, which has a solid magnet. You can see that right around. He had this part, supposedly a new part, but it had been sitting for a bit. He had ordered in for another quad. Not 100% sure it's gonna fit. I got to take the other one out and just match it up, make sure it fits. But see if there's a part number on it here. See if it'll fit. But there's a tool here to remove it. But he's missing a part of this tool here. There's another sleeve that goes over the crank, the end of the crank, not to damage the crank when you remove that pulley. So I just got to go see him this morning, see if he can find that part of that tool. If not, I'll have to order it. I don't want to take a chance, and yeah, I don't want to take a chance and damage the crank, the end of the crank. It's a really small small shaft at the very end that holds the recoil, the little cogs there for the recoil for the start, pull start. Yeah, it just slides over the top here and threads onto the bigger threads here, where the big nut holds the flywheel, and then it's capped off so that your that puller pushes on that capped sleeve rather than pushing on that shaft. So anyhow, I'm waiting on a gasket. He didn't have a gasket in stock, so I got that ordered. Hopefully that won't be too long, and I can get that flywheel if I can get that puller. There's a gear up in behind here. Once I get this flywheel off, I got to remove that and put it on the new one, and hopefully that one fits, and we'll get it back up and running. Hopefully. I got a few other issues here. I got a clunk there in the front I got to look at too. So yeah, so this is a 2003 Arctic Cat 400. I thought it was a 4, but I guess it's a 2003. I don't think there's too much difference, but anyhow, in case anybody was wondering, that's what I found, and it's you know, if you're mechanically inclined, it's something that you could do on your own, but it's a little bit of a job, but not too bad. Limited tools. I have limited tools here. All my tools are at work, which are not accessible right now. But anyhow, I'm gonna go take a ride out to the service station and see if I can get that tool, and we'll see if we can pull that pulley off. I think they're waiting for some treats. I think they're waiting for me. Hey girls, how you guys doing? Huh? You guys playing around in the garage? Or lazing around? Well, got some good news and some not so good news. Went to local service station here where he used to sell Arctic Cat quads, and thinks maybe he found the other part of that tool, which I'll show you. So actually he's got two pieces here, both the same I think, but anyhow, like I said, that screws in over the crankshaft, the end of the crankshaft, and then the puller butts up against that instead of that part of the puller on the inside, instead of pushing up on the end of the crankshaft and marring up either bending the shaft or marring up the anyhow, if you want some little more detailed, there's a lot of videos out there, a detailed description of how to remove those pulleys, but I got it out here. It came out so. I've got an impact wrench here, that kind of an old one that I had in my toolbox here, that I just had enough power to pull it off, but with the puller. But anyhow, nevertheless, I got it off, and changed this one-way bearing in here, roller bearing for the starter. That's got to get swapped over to the pulley, but the pulley is not the same. It's a different pulley. So I'm gonna have to go search one of these and find one of those. I found a bunch, but they don't give them away. Unfortunately, they're pretty pricey. So that's gonna delay my, obviously delay my cabin build and delay the repair time on this. So anyhow, I'm gonna button everything up here because I do some woodworking in the garage here too. So I gotta just make sure everything gets covered up, so I don't get full of dust, and get some parts ordered and get it back together once I get the parts. So it is what it is. Can't do much about that. So hey girls, what you guys doing in here, huh? Should be out looking for bugs, getting some food. What are you guys waiting for? Treats? I already gave you your treats. Anyhow, I guess this is just like a little update of where I'm at with the quad. Like I say, we towed it out yesterday. It wasn't too bad. Got it put it on the trailer and winched it up on my trailer and got it home. So now just gotta wait for parts. Gotta make a parts list, and might as well change the oil while I'm at it. I got the oil drain and the filter off, so I gotta find me a filter and some oil, and find that locally, I'm sure. Anyhow, this is going to be it for this video. I'll keep you informed here of what when I get my parts, see if I can get this thing back together and get it running. Anyhow, thanks for tuning in, and get outdoors when you can. Enjoy this great country. Be safe, be kind, and we'll see you next time.